Okay, so we're going to talk about 19 that we were talking about in class, and I'm going to show you what I was thinking and what the actual thought was, and I'll show you where my mistake was. So in class, I made the assumption, I don't know if you remember this drawing here where I put the boards, when it said end to end, I assumed the ends were matching up, not end to end as in all four boards or all three boards were to make the length of the porch. So there was my misunderstanding or my confusion. So the way that the problem should go then is he's got four boards that he stacks of a certain length. So we would have to define B as our board length. Okay, so B is our board length. So in this situation, I've got four boards. So it is 4 times B, right? Because there's four of them. And what the result is that it's a little too long. So it is 3 inches too long for this particular one. Which means that when we go ahead and put that on there, we would want to subtract 3 to make it the length of the porch, which we didn't define over here. So we're going to say, we'll say P is length of porch, actually. We'll not use Y. So we'll say P is length of porch. Okay, so there's our porch, which I think I spelled incorrectly, but that's going to be equal to P. That's the length of the porch. It's 4 boards that are 3 inches too long, so we're going to subtract that 3 off, and that should be equal to the length of the porch, because that's ultimately what we want to see here so that we can find the boards, and you'll see why P is important. Down here, we're also going to make this equal to the length of the porch. In this case, these 3 boards, right, the same B, they're the same length of boards. All the boards are the same length. Notice up here I had different length boards. I was assuming that was the length of one. I was assuming this was the length of the other. Part of my issue. All the boards are the same length. So in this case, if we take all 3 of these boards and we add them up, we find out that it's 5 inches too short. So if we want it to be the length of the porch, we have to add 5 inches to it, and that would give us the porch. Here's where knowing this situation or the section that you're in would help, which was that we have 2 equations equal to each other. I'm sorry, 2 expressions equal to each other. So since they're both equal to P, guess what you get to do? You get to take the first situation, 4B minus 3, and set it equal to the second situation of 3B plus 5. Okay, that's what our ultimate goal was to do, and then we would solve this from here, and this will look very much like the problems that you have in class and have done. Okay, just wanted to clear that up.